Hello, Tiberius Audley here. I am going to do a gameplay breakdown from Halo 5 from today's Go4Halo tournament. I'm going to be looking at a player that is kind of just breaking out into the scene, known as Unlegit. He played in H2A, got a couple of top 12 finishes. I don't know if he broke top 8 or not. I think he got top 8 a couple of times, but he's kind of on the rise, and people are like, who's this Unlegit guy? And now with his team situation, he's going to be a little bit more in the limelight than in the past. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to look at some of his gameplay and show you guys what it is he does, while also like analyzing the gameplay to help newer players or people looking to improve get better at the game. So without further ado, we're going to look at Unlegit from Coliseum Team Slayer. Here we see him grab the DMR off the start, and it looks kind of like he's on a high sensitivity, which isn't that great with the DMR, since it's like a long-range weapon. You want to be able to have a steady shot. Higher sensitivity is more for up-close battles. We see him looking for the rocket guy. His splinter grenade there was really close, but he didn't quite get it. Now you see him chasing the rocket guy hard, cleaning up a one-shot. He's just continuing to keep pressure on the rocket player to keep the rocket guy from being able to get any sort of comfort and stop, and he's hoping that maybe his team can clean him up. But in the meantime, he pushes across, and Sniper is somehow able to get an angle on him. It looks like the Sniper player is all the way back at red base, based off that angle. So that's a really impressive shot from the Sniper. Good play by that guy. Off spawn. See him run back to his teammates. Okay, looks like there's a little bit of lag there. He's going to help his teammates because he knows that's where all the action is. He sees his teammates are all pushing that way, so we see him take a different route. This is a good play, but he misses the clamber. Like, if he made that clamber, he's in a perfect position to make a great play here. Instead, he runs into melee range, gets the kill, still looking for the teammates. He knows there's a guy in that back corner based off a call out, presumably. So he helps Ninja, turns, get the shot. Right there, he did a great mechanical play. Not necessarily a smart play, but he came out ahead because of his shots landing. Here we see him pushing. I'm going to go back just a little. Oh, went back way too far. It's like a Halo Theater mode goes back a little too far when it goes. Oh, we see him clean up that guy and then just dodge and land shots like crazy here. But alright, I'm going to slow it down right here. We see there's a player coming. He might know this based off sound. He should suspect it even with the grenade he threw. So when you see him pushing and challenging the player right there, the moment he sees the player on flag, he should be backing down because he should assume that that guy has help from a teammate, and he knows he doesn't because his teammates just were on the other side of the map. So he should be backing down immediately. Instead, he challenges, and he gets 2v1'd and dies. You can see a player on his death cam, bottom mid. Not sure if that's going to impact his decision off the start. You see him just pushing, and the player that was bottom mid is now on his side of the map. I like the play he did there. He threw a grenade on one side, and then watched the other side with his gun, so he'd know that if the grenade went far enough, the player was going to jump out at him. It's a really subtle play there that made a big difference. He almost gets a double there, but doesn't quite get the melee trade. It was good target selection by him to shoot the one shot instead of the guy that was full shields charging him. See him jumping. I'm not sure why he thrusted down to the floor. There was a really weird play. Now he's clambering up, going for rockets. Gets some melee on the rocket player and cleans him up, so we know rockets are down bottom middle. There he was looking right off the start to go help his teammate at rockets, but then he just, like, after the teammate died, he was on his own. Made the best of the situation. See him up on high ground here. We got two people ahead of him. Gets the kill on the rocket guy. And now he's on even footing. Good play by him to back down when Pout started shooting him, to break that sight line while he continued to watch for Max until he got the grenade thrown. Then he pushes back out and challenges. Maybe a risky play, but not too risky. And he gets the rockets that he knew were on the ground. Here we see him looking across map, probably responding to a call out. He's taking a good angle here with the rockets since they all look to be pushing Fountain. I don't like this play right here where he fires the second rocket at the no shields opponent. Just pull out your pistol and go ahead and clean up the one shot that you pinged with rockets. He gets the triple kill anyway, but it was really inefficient and he wasted a rocket. Here he's got high ground. Ace cleans up the player with a grenade. Now he's just left kind of looking. Jumps back up into his own splinter grenade and then into another player's splinter grenade and dies. And I'm going to pause it right there because the splinter grenade brings up something I should show. As you see, Unlegit's name is not in my players to spectate right now. It's because when you get hit or killed by any Promethean weapon and it disintegrates your body, you are no longer on the map until you respawn. So you can't have a death cam. Like if you incinerate someone's body, they no longer have a death cam to watch. So it can be a very subtly useful thing in high-level gameplay. Now I gotta wait until he respawns. Now we're back on Unlegit. Here he's pushing, immediately going to help his teammate. Throws the grenade, knowing the guy's weak from a call-out. Takes a shot. He just gets a scatter shot, peeks back out. He's helping Ace hunt down the player. But he ends up focusing on the player that Ace had, and because he's focusing on that player with Ace, Ace ends up going on and killing the player, and Unlegit's just caught unaware by the other player in the back corner. Here we see him grab the DMR and immediately look to help cross map, which is what a DMR player should be doing. Player underneath him and he drops. Doesn't drop too far here. Here, he's making a really risky play going for that sniper and dropping from his advantageous high ground position. Like, only to trade. Like, granted, that was the sniper he killed, but he gave up high ground to chase a player that no matter where that player went, he was gonna know because the player had no way to crouch walk away. Here we see him trading long-range shots and being behind. And once again, he's just tunnel visioned on a player. And because of that tunnel vision, he gets pushed by another player's, or by that guy's teammate. Seems like he's got some bit of unawareness of where his teammates are. Good play by him here. He knows he has Ninja's help. And he watches the escape route rather than expecting the guy to challenge, which is a fine play. Like, that guy should have tried to flee instead of challenging Ninja. Here, a little overexposed, could have used cover better. Here we see him looking at callouts off spawn. Gets melted from across map, drops to a safe position. Dodges some grenades. Listens to a callout and gets the cleanup. You can tell that's listening to a callout because he has no reason to be looking at that spot otherwise. And he cleans up the one shot. He fires just a couple of shots and the guy's dead. Here he should know there's two players back there based off where his teammate is. I think he should have thrown his splinter grenade ahead of time just to cut off one route and then focused on killing, but overall, not a bad play. It's the out BR and immediately goes top to get rockets. With the rockets, I don't like the play he's going right now. Like we see this way, we see all of his teammates on the other side of the map, and he's making a play with rockets by himself. This is a risky play because if he runs into two guys that just turn and melt him, he's going to die. But we'll see what he does with it. They're all spawning red corner, which if he had gone to red corner, those players wouldn't be spawning there. Just fires blind rockets across the map, misses both of them, and now he's forced to reload. He comes really close to dying. Like, if you look at his health right now, he's lucky that guy's last shot was not a headshot. And he gets the kill, but he's wasted 2 rockets in the process. He's down to 1 rocket. Just not efficient use of a power weapon again.
Next kill wins.
Mm,
Blue team
Seems to be having trouble making that jump specifically as well. And here they just swarm last guy going for the final kill, which is a fine play to make. If you know your team only has one more kill to make, and the other team needs plenty in order to try to come back, you can just swarm one player. If it's 49, 45, just all group up and swarm somebody. I mean, unless there's like rockets or something. But overall, you see Unlegit went 17 and 9, which that's an okay scoreline, but he had almost no assists. He made some questionable decisions with the rockets and would drop from high ground or push people that he should have known had help when he should have known he also did not have help. So there's still decent room for improvement on this player, but good slaying, controlled the power weapons, which is important. Like, before you start worrying about efficient use of a power weapon, you got to worry about the about actually getting the power weapons, which he handled just fine. Well, let me check the scoreboard. But overall, still just good play overall, and pretty much sums up everything I wanted to break down about the game. Probably ran it a bit too fast. I'll try to slow it down next time I do a video. But leave some comments on what you think of the video, what you think of Unlegit as a player, and his chances with the team he's rumored to be with. Assuming you follow the scene on Team Beyond, or the situation on Team Beyond. The forums have a pretty good idea of where he's going, and we'll see if that turns out to be true. See him teaming with Ninja and Ace in this tournament, and a fill-in fourth. Not at all Intel, at all Kappa. But hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. I plan on doing a lot more of these. Give any feedback you can. It would be much appreciated. Try to be constructive. I can take an insult, but I'd prefer you not be insulting. As long as you give good feedback, I'll thank you as well as I can. But tune in soon, next time. Gonna be spectating as many pro game plays as I can, and giving more of these